Okay, after I finish baking my cornbread for my dressing, I'm gonna just crumble it up real good, preparing it for mix everything else up in it. So yeah, just crumble it up real good. And for a cornbread recipe, let me give you a tip. Whatever cornbread you buy in a box or bag or whatever, they always have a cornbread recipe on the back of that product. And let me tell you, it's some good recipes. And if you stick with that recipe on that box or that bag or whatever, you come out with some good cornbread, just like this. So anyway, crumble and get ready for the next step. Okay, now I've crushed up all my cornbread. I have my stuffing. You can use whatever stuffing you prefer. You can use dried bread, crumbled up or whatever. I just have some stuffing that I bought, the brand I always use that I like using. So I take this here both and I just fold them together, mix them together. My stuffing and my cornbread. Mix it up as good as you can. You want a good mixture there. Okay, we get ready for the next step. Okay, now I've got my bread and everything all mixed up. I'm just putting my dry sage on there. I'm gonna just mix that sage up in that dry mix, just like that. You can do whatever order you want, but this is how I do it. Okay, just mix everything up good. Okay, I have my veggies I'm gonna use for my dressing. I'm gonna saute those up a little bit. I have bell pepper, green onions, and celery. The Trinity. And I'm gonna saute these up a little bit, soften them up, and get them ready for my to add to my dressing mix. Okay, so I'm gonna get these softened up, and gonna add them in, be ready to go to the next move. Okay, I'm just mixing up my vegetables and my corn mix. You can use your hands or whatever, but I just use this here. Mixing everything up. Just fold it up in there good. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add my wet ingredients. I'm gonna add this chicken broth. Now, if you have some chicken broth left over from your baked chicken or whatever, you can use that. Sometimes I use both. I'll start with that. Probably need to use the whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna add some cream of chicken soup. 2 cans. One cream of chicken and 1 cream of celery. My bad. So it's actually 1 of each, not 2. And I'm going to mix all this up together. And if I need more broth, I will put a little bit more in there. And I am going to bake some Cornish hens. So I'll probably have broth left over from those that I add to this before I cook it. And there we go. We're mixing it all up and getting it ready to put it in the oven and bake it up. It's looking good. And of course, you always add to taste. This is consistency you're looking for. Now, you can always add more salt, pepper, sage. It's to taste. This recipe is based on taste, your taste buds. So once you get all this here mixed in together, now it's prepped and getting ready to start baking. Okay, like I said earlier, I did my little Cornish hens, and I have a little broth left over. So I'm gonna pour some of that broth onto my dressing, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven and bake her on up, and we'll be ready after that. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's my cornbread dressing. Look how beautiful that looks. Mmm. Man, I'm gonna get me some gravy on that. Oh boy. Bon appetit. Okay, I'm gonna get me a little taste test here. Look at that. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Okay, after I finish baking my up or whatever, I just have some